Greetings, Master. It has been too long. Estinian, end this folly at once. You must know that each second the eye passes outside Ishgard's walls brings us closer to a repeat of the tragedy of 20 summers past. So you render yourself in the eye, and return with me to Ishgard before it is too late. Ah, but it is already too late, Master, for you see, Nidhogg has already awakened. What? Hear me, Master, you have mistaken the cause of the dragon's return. The eye is not to blame. A premonition came to me by virtue of the dragon within, warning me that the great worm would soon rouse. Even as he slumbered, Nidhogg seethed with irrepressible rancour for the wound of 20 years ago. That rancour will send him flying as a speeding arrow to Ishgard, whereupon death and devastation will ensue. But there is a possible solution. Were the eye taken to a remote land far from the Holy See, then, and only then, could destruction be averted and the lives of innocent Ishgardians be spared. You mean to make a bait of yourself? Nay, there is more to this than you let on. You seek vengeance for Ferndale. To me, the two are one and the same. You know my past better than any else. It was for no other reason than to avenge my family that I became a dragoon. Dragons long outlive men and do not soon forget the wrongs done them. What grudge they harbour burns as a fire in their hearts, over time swelling into an unquenchable inferno. You need only to look back on history to see that Nidhogg grows stronger with each awakening. When last he darkened our skies, the great worm came within a hair's breadth of laying waste to Ishgard. Naught short of death will prevent him from completing his mission when next he wakes. Nidhogg took everything from me, now I shall take everything from him, even if it means my life. The eye works in ways men can ill comprehend, but this much is plain. In choosing two Azure Dragoons in one generation, it means for us to join together in common cause. Adventurer, you have heard my resolution. Now I ask that you lend me your power. I, the power of the Dragoon. In the long and proud history of Ishgard, never before have two Azure Dragoons arisen in the same era to fight as one. This is our best, nay, our only chance to send the great worm to eternal slumber. Behold my armour. This is the Dragon mail, forged in the lifeblood of dragons. As blood calls to blood, so too does the armour call to the dragon within, redoubling the wearer's strength thereby. If you would realise your potential as an Azure Dragon, you must needs clad yourself in the same. Clad so, you will inherit the technique passed from Azure Dragon to Azure Dragoon, down through the generations. Then, and only then, will your training be complete. But first you must win the Dragon mail as I and Sir Alberic did before you, by proving yourself worthy in the ultimate trial of the Azure, a series of battles so harrowing as to send the unworthy to an early demise. Master, once the adventurer acquires the armour, pray see to it that he learns to harness the power of the dragon in full. Estinian, wait! Save your worries, I do not mean to make myself easy prey for dragons. I take my leave of you. Okay, so is that back to town. So here we are doing my Dragoon Quest. This is the level 45 Dragoon Quest. It's the first one of these I've done for a while, but the reason is the previous ones have been pretty boring. They've been quite dull. So I haven't bothered. It's not really been worth making the videos. It's just a lot of running around. No real cutscenes to speak of. I mean, I've been recording them, but just nothing good's happened. I've gained a couple of extra skills from doing the 35 and 40 quest. but this one was the first interesting one we got. We get, I believe, a new skill, and I think I received my first piece of that Dragon armor. But yeah, let's carry on. Estinian. Forgive me, I was deep in thought. Now then, as to acquiring the armour of which Estinian spoke. At first it was my intention to bequeath mine own armour to you. I am an Azure Dragoon no longer, and its powers are wasted on me. It will be simple enough to hand it over to you and complete your training right here and now. But it is as Estinian said, the Dragon armour is no ordinary set of mail, its strength derives from the dragon blood whence it came, the blood's power resonating with the soul of the wearer. Though I can no longer draw upon mine own armour's power, its bond to me was forged years ago. Were I to bestow it onto you now, I fear it would offer but a scintilla of the protection it afforded me in those bygone days. I, Estinian, has the right of it. You must claim your armour as he and I did before you. You must complete the trials of the Azure, that the powers of dragon blood be yours and yours alone. The Ogre's Belly will be where your final test begins. I shall dispatch Sir Brusamont there. Seek him out upon your arrival. Oh God, where was the Ogre's Belly? I have been there before. There it is, yeah. Okay. So we'll travel here and walk from there. How far in are we? No, not far. Brusamont. You have grown strong since we last met, adventurer, but you pale in comparison with your Azure forebears. If you'll prove me wrong, let your lance do the talking. Yeah, no problem. And that leads to this new skill I've received, which makes enemies vulnerable to piercing weapons. Oop. These are all healing skills, which I line up for such emergencies. Job done. Once again, adventurer, you prove yourself worthy beyond my expectations. Take this, but know that your trial has only just begun. Your next challenge lies in the chamber beyond. Sir Hustane waits you there. Oh, Dragon armor! Okay, so there's the pants. Go on to the next chamber. A fate. The thing is, it's a boss fate as well. Oh, it's alright, it won't bother me. It's a level sync. You, a foreigner, would don the Dragon armour, then prove to us that you will not dishonour it. Okay, gotta fight that one now. Can I get it from here? It's on me anyway. Ow! Okay. Race against time because this guy's hitting me hard. That's that trial done. Sir Alberic said the Eye had chosen you, and it would appear he speaks true. The armour is yours, wear it with pride and honour. The trial is nigh complete, but be forewarned, many before you have made it this far only to fall at the final challenge. Do not let overconfidence be your downfall. Gotta be honest, I would have expected more than 3 challenges. Right, further we go. Maybe I get the other pieces at my level 50 quest, I don't know. So you've made it this far, very well. Prove yourself worthy of use your or die in the effort. Another guy, I guess. Come on, come on. That's it. You come to me. That kick attack stuns them, which stops them setting off their AoEs. Excellent. That one was actually easier than the previous one. You have demonstrated your powers to me beyond a doubt. Aye, there is not an Isgardian who would gainsay your right to don the armour of dragons. I shall send word to Sir Alberic that you have passed your trials here. It is he who will present you with the 4th piece of armour and consummate your training. Go now, my fellow dragoon, and deliver this land from the great worm's wrath. Okay. So oh, look at this stuff. Very nice. So back to Alberic. Just travel there. I hear from Sir Bruckermont that you've performed most impressively. Yes, I stand more convinced than ever that you will be the one to save our land. Yet be warned, Dalamar, one last trial awaits you. You will face this trial in the presence not of knights, but of ghosts. Make your way towards the Steel Vigil and seek out a gravestone north and west of the structure. Take with you this flute, and when you reach your destination, blow a single strong note. A visitor shall soon arrive. Entertain your guest, and should he leave behind a present, return it here to me. Okay, so I didn't get my last piece. I've got to do this first. So where's that sending me? Right up in the corner. Here we go. Hostile presence. Okay, it's a drake of some description. I didn't get that off in time. Alright, I've won this. Oh, I'm really sorry, little dragony thing. I feel kind of guilty for that. Play the flute. Oh, deliver the flute. Right, okay. Back we go. Your presence before me indicates you've seen to the visitor. Have you out to show for your deeds? Ah, the Skull of Grey Wine, old warrior of the Dravanian Horde. It's said that in ages past he could bring down a castle with a single breath. His strength has dwindled since those days, but a dragon past his prime is a formidable foe nonetheless. In slaying him, you have proven yourself worthy of this. You now possess 4 pieces of the armour that Estinian, myself and our forebears did wear. While you doubtless wonder about the 5th, I can tell you only that it is not mine to give. Fear not, however. Your triumphs in the trials and against a dragon of the Horde give evidence of the dragon blood now resonates with yours. Yes, you stand before me as prepared for your ultimate challenge as any could be. And yet before we proceed, I would hear it from your own lips. The Great Worm's power is the stuff of legends. Have you truly resolved to fight this battle, to risk your own life to deliver a foreign land from the clutches of its ancient foe? When you are certain that your mind is settled, return and speak to me. Okay, and that gives us the helmet, which I will put on to show for the sake of the video. I generally don't like to wear helmets. Can we raise the visor on it? Yes, we can. There we go. That's pretty cool. I will hide it now, just because I prefer seeing my character's hair and face and stuff. So you would join our strength to Estinians, that Ishgard might be free from the rage of the Great Worm forevermore. Then I shall honour my promise. You shall have full use of your powers by the time we are done. Before we begin, there is something I must needs confess. You will recall the tale of my battle with Nidhogg 20 years past, and how the power of the dragon left me on account of the injuries I sustained. What I said was an untruth. The power did not abandon me, Dalamar. It was I who abandoned it. I knew that. Being derived from our mortal enemies, the power of Azure Dragon is a double-edged sword. Even as it lends us strength, we need to smite dragons. It heightens our communion with the creatures, rendering our minds more susceptible to their seduction than ordinary men. Even as I buried my lance in Nidhogg's flesh, our gazes locked, and mine eyes met with a look that would fair impale a man. In that instant, I found myself assailed by a torrent of emotions not mine own. Sorrow, rancour, pity, they threatened to drown the man in me and leave behind a dragon. Fearing that I might turn traitor, I chose to purge myself of the power that the eye had bestowed upon me. Thus regaining lucidity, I was able to rout the grievously wounded Nidhogg. Alas, countless of his brethren yet remained. As if to mock me, they fell upon Ferndale with a vengeance. Bereft of my power, it was all I could do to save but one child. Nary a soul knows of this. Nay, not even Estinian. But I can keep him in the dark no longer. At our last meeting, Estinian said that protecting Ishgard and exacting revenge upon Nidhogg are as one to him. That frame of mind, I fear, may well lead to his demise. The desire to protect and the desire to avenge are opposing forces that can ill be reconciled. Worse, the latter serves only to cloud his sense of self. This is long. When next Estinian and I meet, I intend to confess all, though it means the loss of his good opinion. The outcome of the coming battle, and his very life, may well depend upon his readiness to relinquish his powers. Never allow yourself to forget the origin of your strength. Ever does the dragon lurk behind your eyes, biding its time, ready to claim you for its own. Out less than complete conviction, you will find yourself in its vice-like clutches. So forewarned, let us return to our present endeavour. My promise to Estinian was that I would impart unto you the technique that will mark you as a true Azure Dragon. If you would know the truth, however, this knowledge is not within my power to bestow. No, you must claim the technique much as you claim the 4th piece of the armour you bear, by proving yourself in battle with the dragons whose power you would unite with your own. I entrust you with this flute once more. Take it to the southwest of Providence Point and blow a single note. By locking wheels with your adversary and prevailing, you will prove yourself worthy of the champion's cause to which your lance is sworn. The dragon within you shall then awaken. Okay. Oh really? Is that it? That's not far. Ah, here we are. Nice. Get away from the edge in case it has any pushback abilities. Well, that was actually a bit... I feel like that was a bit too easy. I'm assuming we're going back to Alberic. Yeah. It's good to see you safely returned. I take from your bearing the engagement went favourably. It was actually a bit easy. You left this place as a man, Dalamar, but you return as a dragon. There is no more for me to teach you. From here, your battle is yours and yours alone. Now, you might recall me saying that the fifth and final piece of the Draken armour was not mine to give. However, that is not wholly true. I could guide you in the direction of that which you seek. That said, I yet have reservations. The sheer power of the dragon housed within is such that a great many of our Azure forebears, myself among them, have proven hopelessly incapable of wielding it. But I do not doubt what I see. Within you has awakened a strength that forever eluded the likes of me. If you are not worthy of wearing the armour, then I know none who are. Remember my warning to you, Dalamar, and heed it well. Nidhogg is a lord among his kind. Out less than complete conviction, and you will surely fall under his thrall. Before you can master your foe, you must needs master yourself. Hone your lance arm till it can bear no further honing, and then present yourself to me. When the time is come, I will tell you what you need to know. I look forward to our next meeting, my young dragoon. Alright, there's the skill I was supposed to get. And now I'm locked out to a level 50 probably. Yep, locked out to a level 50. And that's where I get my next piece of armour up. Worm's Armour Coffer. A banded chest containing a complete set of Worm's armour. That's the next set up. So what's the point in giving me that then? Okay. So I can't do that yet. So, there we go. The dragon armour. Spine Shatter Dive. It's another diving attack, but it gives a stun effect. So I've got a couple of stun effects now. Cannot be executed while bound. And this gorgeous armour. Just zoom out a little bit. It's lovely. It's purple and black and yeah. Starting to look the part now, guys. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye for now.